Welcome tonight to Core GT Season 15, round number 9, coming at you from virtual Road America. Not Road Atlanta, Road America. If I screw that up tonight, I apologize. But we got Mike and I'm John up here in the booth. So looking at the weather, Mike, it's only 72 degrees out there. I believe track temp was not too bad.
Yeah, looks like I'm showing 86 degrees, dry, not a drop of rain in
Yeah.
sight, so should be some pretty good track conditions tonight.
Yeah, relative humidity only at 49%, so that's not too terribly bad. Let's see. Let's, pull up, boom. There we go. We were just talking about Stephen Wilcox here and what we thought was a Marlboro paint job last week, but definitely is Marlboro this time.
Yeah, that is definitely awesome looking. Looks really good.
As they go down here through turn 1, we can do a little onboard ride along here. Through turn 1, through the slight kink they call 2 and into 3 here. So they track out right there, and it's an easy place to pick up some off track. So some of these guys will have to keep an eye on that as we go on through. But looking through here, you get this nice little, not front straight, I guess middle straight, breaking down in here. Cut the apex there. You got a lot of runoff room here, but this is a corner we're going to see some issues out of tonight. It's hard braking, and it's slightly off camber on the exit too. So the cars are going to try to rotate there. On cold tires, you'll see some guys probably slide off the track here. And also right here for this braking zone, you need to be all the way to the right, but if you touch the grass, you're going to find the wall. And then this corner where you just get to sit there and wait, and wait, and wait, and wait, and then you get to put the power down.
That is a long corner, long rotating corner for sure.
Yeah, it's that corner is the reason I dislike this track.
It looks good on TV, but I can imagine just having to be patient there, especially once you start getting into some traffic.
Yeah, it's for me, it's the lack of like a marker, or you just keep wanting to put your foot down, and that's the wrong thing to do.
Right. You got to be patient.
GTPs, it's not so bad because as you start speeding up, you're picking up more downforce, and it just works in a GTP. So it's not, it's more of like a hesitate for like a half a second and then go. But, and then up the hill here to the long front straight. So really 3 long straights here. So, drafting and, you can definitely save some fuel if you do it right here. There's that. Let's see. Got Noah sitting on provisional pole with a 203.089, so almost into that 202 range in the shocker.
I was going to say, I don't believe you. I'm going to have to pull the data up myself.
In the Ferrari. We got Ricky Renner here tonight in the McLaren.
Yep, Ricky's coming off a good. He got a podium last week, so it'd be cool to see what Ricky can do.
Yep. Michael there in the Porsche. Then McLaren. Lamborghini. Tilford and that wonderfully sonorous Mercedes there. Another McLaren out of James. Schwartz, you get the Merc. Another Porsche, and Josh Anderson, currently sitting in 11th in the Chase Decals Corvette there, carrying that Stars and Stripes Porsche. Alex in the Pfaff livery Merc. I keep wanting to say McLaren, but it's not. Steven in that McLaren. Justin Welsh in a Ferrari. Alex in a McLaren. Porsche. Tristan's still in the Ford. Kudos for hanging on to that one. I probably would have traded cars after the thing. What else do we have? Any other manufacturers not yet represented? Oh, well, of course. It's Spaceballs, the Beamer.
We need theme music for his car every time we get him on the broadcast here.
I still think Schwartz should be in a Spaceballs thing. Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you. Come on.
Doo-doots.
Yeah. Let's see.
I like it.
Yep. So that's all the manufacturers covered, with the exception of the Audi. It's just getting no
I was
love.
gonna say we've yet to see it. We've yet to see it. I don't think.
I mean, it's essentially the Lambo in a fat suit. Same motor.
Well, I tell you what, with this uphill, downhill in this front stretch, I think this first lap, initial start of the race, I don't want to jinx these guys, but it could be a little bit of a dicey start. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not, but definitely lots of braking going into that downhill first turn there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's one of those. Let's see. Do we have somebody coming up on that portion of the track?
It's crazy how much of a hill they go up. Like when you're on board with somebody in the car, you really don't really see it on the broadcast, but when you're on board with somebody, man, they're going up a pretty good hill.
Yeah, and it's and I know this, and you could ask some of our previous racers, Dom Ford. We both ran out of fuel coming up that hill, and even if you leave that last turn at 100, you do not have enough mile an hour to make it to the finish line because of that hill.
Yeah, look at that hill. That's pretty cool. That's a good shot right there. You do get a good perspective of how much you do.
And the funny thing is, it looks like they're going downhill here, but it's still technically kind of uphill for a big chunk of it. Now it's downhill.
Yep, you can see it right there. Yep, very cool track.
Yeah. But yeah, you get on the brakes hard. The proper line's touching the inside curb and touching the outside curb. And that little chunk of grass will get you if you are not careful. Got Alex putting in his last lap there.
Yeah, Perfect Jen in the chat says goes Mike. Looks like Mike is on top of the leaderboard right now in the 15 car. So nice lap there with a 2.02.887. So very good.
Yeah, that's he's in gold. We've he hadn't been around a ton recently, but anyone that manages to keep a 4,500 I rating, they're gonna have some speed.
Yeah, 202. That's probably about where I'd be if I was out there, So pretty close. Had about 5 seconds to that.
Yeah, you can see. I was gonna say you can see, but qualifying is now finished. We will pull our grid up here shortly. Grid. There we go. So Michael taking the pole position there. Congratulations. Noah in second. Mason doesn't show up, and there's a new contender. Ricky Renner will be starting on third. Austin Diltz in fourth. Fifth will be Nick Terrell. That is the highest I have seen Nick qualify here in a hot minute. So keep an eye on Nick. Morgan Smith starting in sixth. Seventh is Dave Tilford. 8th will be Schwartz. Molyneux in 9th. 10th will be Phillip Adams. 11th, Josh Betts. Alex there in gold in 12th. 13th will be Tyler Roberts. 14th will be Alex Jaspers. Josh Anderson in 15th. Kerry Corcoran in 16th. Stephen Wilcox in 17th. 18th will be Dan Corritto. 19th will be Justin Welsh. 20th, Charles Adams. Eric Martin starting in 21st. William Burrell in 22nd. 23rd is going to be Shang Chen. 24th, Pete JJ. I'm sorry on that one. Paul Bailey starting in 25th. 26th is going to be Tristan Keeping there. Guevara Ishmael in 27th. CJ Conklin in 28th. Zane Bierman in 29th. 30th will be Lyman Chow. 31st is going to be Michael Rakes. And 32nd, Romario Jackson. So 32 cars here getting ready to grid. We are going to get a look through my camera list here to get the right one. This is going to be our starter cam here. So shortly we will see them take that. And there's our start cam. You can see the wonderful iRacing safety car. For in case Chris is watching, we know it's not you, Chris. You're at work.
Be a great shot of everybody coming down that hill.
It should be. So, any second here, you'll see the little lights there at the top. Let me go click on race. Get that started there. There we go. Take this off of that. Put that in our overall. Actually, we'll get a little bit of time here, so we can do that. We'll go to our start cam there. As you can see, these guys starting to weave, trying to get some temperature into the tires. Mike, I know you're more on the oval side. Is that still common practice on the oval side, or not really?
It's almost just habit. When I'm sitting there pacing, or we're getting ready to take the initial start to the race, I almost feel weird for not warming up the tires. So I do think definitely. I feel like there's a benefit to it. I don't know, to the extent on the simulator, but it just feels wrong not to do it. So I mean, oval, you got to do it, man. It's just a part of it.
So Nick qualifying in 5th. I see Nick sitting in the pits.
We jinx him.
Did he miss the start, or is he wanting a last to first challenge?
This could be some fuel mileage strategy.
Thank you very much. It's Nick, so we're automatically going to fuel mileage.
I have faith that it's fuel. It's a fuel strategy.
So this is what they call so this is called the middle stretch here. That little section as they come down now, and this will be turn 5. Where is my track map? We're going to put that right up there with the car numbers, although it's going to be a little useless here to begin with. But, yeah, I do wonder if Nick's...
Yeah, he's still sitting on pit road right now, so hopefully he's able to get that thing fired up and back up on the track here. Not sure what happened.
10-1 says his headlights are still off because he's got the motor off. Yeah. So this is the turn 6 here that I said is going to be interesting. And you can see kind of that off-camber situation if you go out wide there into turn 7 here. As they're coming down here into turn 8. When you hit this corner right, it feels really nice. But it's really easy to get just a little bit off.
Sure.
And then turn 9 here, after they go under the Johnsonville-Bratz sign, always makes me a little Yeah. It always makes me a little hungry. Or Speedville, I think they call it.
We have to call this the Brat Cam.
And this is the exit of 10. So they apparently call 9 and 10 two different corners. Nah. That's one big long corner. And then down here, this is what they'll call the kink. And it is full throttle in a GT3 if you get it right. In a cup car, it is not full throttle.
I'd say off track.
Yeah. And here's the back stretch. It is also not full throttle in a truck. But it is just a partial lift. And this is Canada corner here. No.
They run the IRL cars here too, don't they? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Don't they run the IndyCar? Not the Formula 1, but the IndyCar, the IRL series. They run these cars here.
Yeah. I remember this track from, I'm going to date myself here, but IndyCar Racing 2. I disliked this track back then, and not much has changed. It's not as much as I have a disdain for Mid-Ohio, though.
Yeah.
The fact that they ran Indy cars around Mid-Ohio is insane to me.
Everybody's got their track. It happens. I mean, even the oval guys. We're about to go green flag racing here.
He's got the hand out, so any second now, you'll see them crest the hill, and generally about the time they hit the pit wall is when they'll actually fire them off.
Give old Nick a salute as everybody goes by.
There we go, and they're off. Barney waving the flag, getting us started. Everybody keeping in line until after the start-finish line, so appreciate that out of all our racers. We will not have a little touch there.
Oh, that could be bad. Ooh, figure eight madness.
There's... That was James Molyneux. Let me get back through my cameras here. Turn 2. There we go. A little bit of a drag race. Saw Noah got him going into that corner. Yeah, we're gonna have to let this
settle out a
see
little
here.
bit.
So these two side by side into turn number 5. They're coming in.
For the lead.
Who's gonna have it into the guys running side by side here? And Noah taking the spot from Michael there. I'm gonna stop. I saw someone go off there on the coming out of that corner. A little bit of carnage we'll have to deal with.
Yep. It does look like Nick did get back onto the track, so I'm not sure what happened early on to him, but he is back on the track and running.
I believe Nick just did a pit lane start because that is a long lap, and maybe he's targeting doing a one stop.
Fuel. It's gotta be fuel.
Or he had to go to the bathroom and didn't hop back in the car in time. You never know.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
You can see through the kink there. Yeah, and as I said, it's full throttle, but as you can tell, these guys running out here right wide, it is just full throttle. We are through Canada corner, coming down through turn 13 and into the final turn. There we go. Go back on the TV1 to watch these guys now. Should give everybody a decent little
Up the hill.
yeah. Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Trying to break that draft.
Doing a little Pocono shuffle here at the old Road America. Huh.
Noah wants that 1.3 second gap or whatever it is to break the 100% break the draft in the GT3s. Seems like Noah does not want to have Michael there on his back bumper. Check in with one of our admins here, Dave Tilford. Kind of in no man's land currently. But right here we have Alex and Josh and Josh. So Alex is currently in a Josh sandwich. As I come down in here and see everybody looking like they're keeping it fairly clean, minus a little off track, tossing up some dust. Trying to see.
Well, the good news is, too, is pit lane looks very vacant, which means that we may have had some incidents, but it don't look like we had anybody get killed, so...
So we're back here in 22nd, and these guys are racing each other hard. Yeah, a tenth or two between them. That is Guevara looking to see if he can find a way around Pete there. Got Shane just behind him. And Nick Terrell. Now I'll be curious to see what his first posted lap is going to look like. It's showing him a lap down, but I feel like after he completes this next lap, that will correct. Checking in Noah, 0.6 of a gap, of a second gap there. And now it's 0.5, as you can see. Michael's
the shuffle.
Through turn 1. Be interesting trying to keep an eye on these guys and see where Noah's able to pull away from Michael. But got Alex all over the rear end of Josh Betts. Alex going to go to the, well, he's going to stick his nose out there and think about making that move. Let's see here.
Some good battles just about everywhere you look.
Oh,
Until
yeah,
everybody kind of
absolutely.
gets panned out a little bit, but there's great racing all over the track so far.
Yeah, most definitely there. We're looking here. Ricky Renner currently having posted on the fastest time. Let's see. So Ricky, it says, has the fastest lap, but I'm showing both Noah and Michael being a smidgen quicker, which means on their lap, they decided to put a tire somewhere that iRacing was not too appreciative of.
Ricky's all over the back of Mike's car right now, so definitely keeping the pressure on him. He's coming off a good finish, so...
Yeah, the Porsche Yeah, it's got that nice big old rear end, but the McLaren is loving that for the draft right now. So I'd be curious to see if we see Ricky trying to make a move or... Ooh!
He's there.
That... yeah, that... You get up here towards the sharp end of the field, and going through the braking zone, being a foot off the guy's bumper. That's some trust right there. Trust that you know when he's going to brake, how hard he's going to brake, and that you can maintain that kind of gap in the braking zone. You know, so many guys, you know, and some of the faster guys, you'll see them do this. They'll let the car in front have the entry, but they're going to go for the exit.
Right.
And it's just so that they don't accidentally touch in that initial braking phase. Yeah, because 5 meters, you know, if you delay your braking point 5 meters or 5 yards, if you want to use the American system, you know, at 100 and probably doing 140 into turn 1, you cover that distance almost in the blink of an eye. So definitely a battle to keep track of right here, but looks like Stephen Wilcox making a move on Eric Martin there. So they head into, let's see, yep, this is going to be the middle straight. Down into turn 5. It's going to get the move done. Yeah, this little pack here, you got Tyler Roberts, Josh Betts, Alex, and Josh Anderson. All, I mean, 0.3 of a second away from each other. Or thereabouts.
On them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pack racing at Talladega.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, I mean, everybody's racing hard, but it looks like everything is pretty darn clean. Not really seeing a whole lot of action as far as off tracks or anything, so these guys are doing a great job so far.
Quite a few popping up on my SDK, but also SDK's not the...
You know, I don't know. Does that, like, maybe dipping a tire off? But, I mean, I haven't seen anybody just get cleaned out or be in the sand trap or nothing.
I'm going to go back to the start of the race here. It looks like...
Oh, it looks like he got some help, maybe.
Yeah, I think he did.
The way that car took off that. Lost the back diffuser on that thing and turned one into a figure 8. He split right in the middle.
Yep. The Merc there just caught his back end. Now this is when you're scared.
Yeah, this is not good. When you're seeing the other drivers coming right at you, that is not good.
But I can tell you this right now, the number of times you're going to get away with doing that and not have the field clean you out.
That might be the brown pants moment of the race already right there. I don't know if it's going to get more sketchier than that.
Well,
spinning through and having 32 cars come right at you. Yeah. That's not, I'm sure that's not the way James wanted to start the race off. That's unfortunate.
We have another one here. Looks like Paul Bailey may have had a little bit. Looks like keeping...
Not the Cougars car? Oh, man.
Porsche and a little bit of net code, maybe.
Looks like the vet might have got a piece of that, too. Looks like he might have rear-ended the Mustang up there.
Yeah, all in all, he's got his wing, he's got all that. Looks like he gets to keep going. Car's not tracking too weird. Front end doesn't even look that bad, so.
It's going to be a shaken up or silver bullet there.
Yeah. And then we have Schwartz going. So the SDK is recording this as an off track. What did he do here? Got on the gas a little too early, and there you go. Okay. So that little off track, I can tell you, is getting on the gas about 2 feet too early. If you get on it much earlier than 2 feet, you go a lot wider than that because it's off camber.
The 202 said, well, hi there. Yeah, he did the Obi-Wan. He said, hello there. He shot the figure 8 on that first turn. Oh, we got big contact right there.
Who is this? I got to roll this one back here. So that's back into the back of that. Yeah. So close. Got another one here for James Molyneux going off track. Oh, well, he's missing the rear end of the car, so. I mean, luckily they left him in the wing.
You can't have it all.
No. Gonna go back live here and... Well, Noah did it. We are 6 laps in. There's that 2-second gap to Michael. But Michael has not done that to Ricky.
Yeah. Yeah, Ricky's definitely keeping tabs on him.
Looks like this is Phillip Adams trying to make a move on Tilford here down the middle straight into turn 5. Is he going to get the move done? Is Dave going to try the cutback route here to get back on the inside for the next one? A little early to be trying to play games, but I think that Dave just said, I'll let you take it. I'm going to stay on your tail, see if I can't save some fuel, or maybe make a move into turn 1 here in a little while.
Yep.
Another little battle here between Adams and Bierman and JJ.
Oh,
JJ.
that's close.
I like the course paint, but it feels kind of weird on a Porsche. Yeah, just a little too. Yeah. I mean, it is beer. Germans did create it, so I think he's in the clear. I might want to check and see if the person who invented Coors happened to be German. Because there are quite a few American beers that were created by Germans, Anheuser-Busch for one. But looks like Carrie here has a bumper full of no, that is. I'm looking at this wrong here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Carrie has a bumper full of Justin there in the Ferrari. See if Justin's going to poke his nose out here and try to make something. Not going to have quite enough, it looks like. Is he going to try to make from a dive in the braking zone? Nope. Just keeps that nose a little bit on the inside, getting some fresh air. Probably trying to focus on the exit. Not gonna make the move at this particular moment in time. But let's see, as you can see, as their speed piles on here, it's 138 miles an hour. That Ferrari should be getting closer, unless you got Justin playing some fuel games. Speaking of, where is our Nick Terrell? There he is.
Fuel, and I knew exactly who you were going to.
Mm-hmm. So Nick, from a pit lane start, already up to 20th, so up 12.
Nice.
Now Nick's lap time's 2:04.4. Last lap, Noah 2:02.4. So Nick is giving up about 4 seconds a lap, and if memory serves, somebody was deep into the 2:03s for their qualifying lap. So giving up about a second a lap of pace to possibly extend that fuel stint. So he's going to be one we're going to keep an eye on until later. But let's go back through here. Who else do we have nice and close? Molyneux trying to get around keeping here. Yeah, I can tell you right now, this corner with no rear diffuser is not what you want to be playing with. And earlier how I said that it was full throttle going through the kink here. Sounds like he's able to keep it flat, so it may not be too much of a handful then to be driving that McLaren missing the rear bumper and diffuser.
Yeah.
Just to get it woed up before Canada corner here. Let's see who else we got. It's nice and close. You've got Pete here and Zane Bierman. Zane all over the back of Pete. Let's see if he can make something happen here. I think going up the hill, should have tried to stay tucked in behind the Porsche. He's almost diving out like he's trying to cool the car off a little bit.
He does drive a lot of ovals. Zane is one of our guys at 191, so maybe he thinks he's at Daytona.
Oh!
Oh, he's going to capitalize on that.
Now that's how you get an exit. And I just saw some windshield wipers on that Corvette there. But even with that better exit, the Porsche able to kind of out drag race the Corvette.
Yeah, Zane's going to have the preferred line here. Looks like he's going to get it. Oh, no!
Corvette did Corvette things.
We jinxed it. Zane, womp, womp, womp. And I can say that because Zane's one of our drivers. He's a great driver, though. Looks like he just gassed it up, and rumble strips being right there on that exit, too. That definitely wasn't helping him.
I'm in danger.
I forgot I still have my soundboard going.
Have to clip that for you, Zane. Put that on your highlight reel. Don't worry, I've done it too. He had the pass, it just way too much throttle right there on the exit. Unfortunate, but time to recover.
Now, I need to get with Alex and make sure he's got his... Let's hop in with the gyro cam here and see. Can't see enough of his thing, but Alex already into the pits.
We're at 43 minutes, so is this early for this track, you think?
There's multiple guys in here. I'm trying to look.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not really seeing any damage on that Merc.
No, not either. And we got a handful of guys on the track right now, so the fuel games start now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any, but yeah, it might just be a case of that's what they're looking for. We need to be telling Alex he needs to put that Canadian tuxedo on.
I'm still gonna send it.
It sounded about like that.
Yeah, they're probably on, lap 8 or 9 or something like that?
Currently on lap 9.
So, yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that comes out in the wash.
Unfortunately, SDK's live overlay is giving me some trouble, so I'm having to double check my overlay over here on the left-hand monitor. But looking back through, looks like we got a little bit of a battle between Philip Adams and Morgan Smith here. Philip running just about a half a second quicker. He got the gap down to half a second, so he should be within sniffing range of the draft here as they exit the final corner here.
It's like our second place driver is coming down. Yeah. It's like Mike's bringing it down here, so yeah, pit stops are already happening here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're 18 minutes in the race, and there's a whole lot of full throttle, 3 long straightaways. You know, definitely possible, but it's going to be curious to see. You know, you got Nick Terrell already up in the 17th here. And, of course, Nick is going to be staying out. Because Nick's going to have to get it. Essentially, some of these guys pitted on the last lap. So Nick is going to have to make up 10 minutes worth of...
Well, it's going to be quite a few pit stops, because if they're coming in on lap 9 or 10, now they may not be completely empty. They may just be kind of rolling some strategy here. But I mean, what do you think? Maybe 2 more pit stops? I mean, for sure 1 more, but...
Yeah, they should be able to get it to 1 more. Because they all did have that long pace lap.
Yeah.
So they'll gain half a lap of fuel just from that, which puts a lot of these guys right at that 20-minute mark. So, you know, maybe do a little more fuel saving to click out that extra lap. A little bit of a battle here between William and Josh Anderson going on. So, oof. I'm starting to wonder if iRacing has messed with the BOPs a little bit more on the aerodynamic side. Because I'm just not seeing the big suck-ups to the back of cars with these kind of straight lengths.
Well, your leader Noah has just hit pit road on lap 10 coming to 11, so we got the leader on
but
pit
you
road
see
right
who
now.
didn't.
Ricky.
And
Yep.
Ricky was behind Michael there. So it'll be interesting to see where, once Ricky pits, where he comes out.
Yeah, we'll have to keep
Good.
an eye on that for sure. See how many more laps Ricky's going to stretch it out to.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. Currently, it is a...
Yeah, pit lane is busy.
Yeah. So everybody in but Ricky and Nick. So congratulations to Ricky Renner for leading a lap. Coincidentally, also known that the man's I rating is currently now 3,999. Bet Ricky wishes he could pick up one more just for that even 4K.
Still, that's an impressive I rating.
Oh yeah. Maintaining anything over 2 means that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, 3 or 4 more drivers bringing it down the pit road here.
Showing Phillips Adams going off track here after. Oh, cold tires. Through the kitty litter. Is he going to touch the wall? No! Good driving there by Mr. Adams to keep it off the wall. That's going to cost him a few spots, however. Yeah. But as we say here in court, it sucks to suck. Although, unfortunately, I just heard something, and I think this is what I heard. It's Mr. Anderson without...
Ooh.
Hold on. So,
We're
something
missing
else.
something on that one. There was a front bumper gone on that. Oh, we got a Porsche around in the background, too. I don't know who that is, but got another car
No.
on the track that's
That one.
going the wrong way.
Showing a crash out of Kerry here. What happened with Kerry?
I wonder if he looped it and then
Yep.
cleaned it up. Yeah.
Porsche doing Porsche things. Oh!
Oh, man.
Well,
That
I
is
know,
some hard contact.
I know why Josh is missing his front end now.
Mystery solved.
Oh,
Oh,
Kerry.
God.
No.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
I don't think Kerry can turn.
Yeah, I
That's-
could say that was a big impact. That's got to be a
Yeah.
very, very torn up race car right now. So
Yeah, that's one of those things. We're gonna want you to jump to the pits a little quicker than that one there. So
Yeah, he got smacked pretty good there.
Here is Noah pitting on lap 1. Ricky into the pits here. Wait a minute.
I think Ricky's still out. I'm looking live right now, unless I'm showing him on lap 12.
I'm showing him pitting on lap 11. Oh, we're in the replay. That would be why.
I was
There
gonna
we
say,
go.
I think he's still P1. Looks like he's on lap 12 right now, coming to
Yep.
13. So.
Yeah. So Noah getting a 5-second gap over Ricky there, but Ricky going 1 extra lap, and Nick Terrell also getting that extra lap. So 25 minutes. Maybe Nick can save enough if he can get a drafting buddy.
It's gonna be fun to watch for sure.
Oh yeah. But even after that pit phase, Nick coming out in 14th place, looking like Alex maybe going to have a little something to say about that down into this corner. You see Alex put the rear tire in the kitty litter there as he was trying to set up for the corner. And you saw that quick twitch, a nice little save there by Alex Jaspers. Oh!
Ooh,
No!
We have cursed multiple drivers tonight. We just man.
I think Nick's just had a bad overall luck with. I mean, no,
Yeah.
that's not on Nick. There is just nothing you're gonna be able to do sometimes.
Good thing is his car don't look like it got too tore up. Looked like there was some
Yeah.
contact, but it didn't look too bad. So
Let me find my suspension cams. The splitter looks good. That looks good. That side.
it didn't look
All
too
that
bad.
looks good.
It's hard to tell though, but
I'm not seeing any differences on the sides there.
Yeah.
Not seeing anything on the front end. I think he may have just got a little bit of texture issues with it. And we will hop into the gyro cam. Gyro. See Nick twitching that wheel there. I think he's trying to see if he's got some damage or not.
Yeah, we did miss it, but Ricky did come in on lap 12.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's got some sort of little suspension damage.
Oh yeah.
But also probably going to come in, top off, and then I guess he'll just try to make it to the end there. But Nick not having the best night, especially not after last week. But Ricky, through that pit stop phase, gained 2.5 seconds over Michael there. Closest battle on the track currently is going to be between Tyler Roberts in the Merc and Philip Adams in the McLaren.
Yeah, everybody's starting to kind of spread out right now. Everybody's all over the track.
Showing an accident here for Pete. What happened to Pete? That I believe is. Ooh.
Couldn't have been Zane Bierman again.
No, say it ain't so.
Zane, no! Don't do that to us. Looks like you might have gotten into him a little bit there.
Just to kind of give everyone out there an idea of what these gaps are kind of looking like. But this is one of those tracks that the Merc can excel. You know, it's generally got one of the better motors in iRacing, and its last BOP hit wasn't that bad. Okay, now looking through here, let's see who else we got. A nice little battle. It's going to be between Tyler Roberts and Philip here. Down to 0.2 of a second. Going to be 1/10 when they hit the braking zone. Let's see here.
A good battle with Nick over here and Tristan over here on the front stretch, door to door.
Yeah, Nick, after getting back out, we're still shy of a halfway mark here by just a minute or so. To check in with our series sponsor, Chase Decals, Mr. Josh Anderson here. So if you need some graphic design work and whatnot, or they do a lot of commercial type stuff, a lot less personal, but you can check out chasedecals.com for a little more info, and we do appreciate Josh and Chase Decals for kind of taking care of the broadcast and some of the prize payouts here for our league. We'll go back live here. Oh! Nick Terrell going around William Burrow. That one looked like I don't think he expected to catch William there. Going back through a little bit of a battle here. Got 3 or 4 of these cars here with Josh, Philip, Tyler, and I believe Dan there in the background. Little train of cars trying to break their way through the wind. Tristan keeping getting around Mr. Burrow there as well. Charles Adams back in the pits already.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that. I can't tell if he got a little damage or this is pit stop number 2 for him.
Yeah, trying to look, not seeing any damage on that McLaren there.
No, it looks clean on my end, so maybe just making a second pit stop here.
I wonder if someone got a drive through, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if he necessarily pulled into a. Yeah, he must have got a drive through. He didn't even really pull into a pit box there, so.
Ah. Letting the number 55 Zane go around him there. Yeah, Noah's got... Oh, Ricky's keeping him honest. The gap is still right at about 5 seconds. Almost 6 now, but right out there.
Yeah, I feel like maybe with this track, this is a 4-mile track, so maybe with everybody being spread out, I don't know, it might be a little bit easier to maneuver through some of the traffic rather than being on some of these smaller 2-mile tracks, you know. So it'd be something to kind of keep an eye on, see how Noah navigates his way through the traffic here.
Yeah, there we go. That was Philip Adams getting around Josh Betts there. But I'm going to step away and grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back in about 10 seconds.
I'm timing you. Yeah, really, everybody's just kind of spread out doing their thing. I mean, this is very, very clean racing tonight. Got some battles here and there, but like I said, everybody's kind of spread out and doing a great job.
Yep. Well, after we mentioned the Silver Bullet car, decided that the one of the nice things with a new man cave is that our refrigerator is 5 feet away.
Tempted you. Now we just need to go back to the brat cam. You'll be wanting a brat too. So.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry too. I'd have to take you up on that as well.
Nick Terrell about to get around Michael Rakes there. That's a nice little black, you know, it just occurred to me, if they got rid of some more of the red, you could make that Ferrari be a convincing kit car from Knight Rider.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look good on there.
But yeah, that is Nick making his way back through the field after his spot of bad luck. Showing Eric Martin going off track. What happened here? Got on the gas a little bit too early.
Yep.
Showing Shang Chin having an accident here. What happened to him? This is going to be down into turn number 5. On the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes. And Porsche about to do Porsche things. Pendulum of...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put the motor in the back of the car.
Yeah, that corners gave a few drivers a little trouble tonight, so...
Yeah, Porsches are kind of like motorcycles. Once you apply the throttle, you continue to apply it calmly and cleanly to the exit of the corner. Jumping off the throttle is generally worse than giving it more.
Well, you don't whiskey throttle it every time? That's what I've heard.
No. No. Not unless you ride a KTM and your name's Kyle.
Oh, man.
Let's go back, check out a little battle here between Josh Betts and Tyler Roberts. Little German on German action. Kind of like you got the Panzers versus the Wehrmacht. These two, closest battle here on track right now. Keeping it right there about under half a second. That was the last lap. Nick Terrell kicking in a 2:03.8, so someone decided to, I think Nick said, oh well, for the fuel saving after the spin, and
Yeah.
giving it a good old hammer time. through here. Who else do we got that's nice and close? Yeah, been a nice showing out of Alex all night. Up 5 positions into 7th place. But he's got Morgan Smith on his tail in that Lambo that is generally known for having a real good top end. Now the brakes on the Lambo, maybe not the best in the world. But what else do you expect from the Italians? Little battle here again between Zane and Tristan. Zane thought about looking to the inside there, then decided that's probably not the best idea. Saw the little light pod package there in the front intake area on the streetcar. Give him a little flash. So, if I'm Zane, you going to try for the inside here this turn? Or would you hold off to the front straight?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Zane
Like
working on the
nose in there.
Almost got a little over rotation out of that Corvette. Hung it around the outside, left Tristan to dry on the clothesline there, and he will take that spot. So a gap between Alex and Morgan right here, about 3 to 4 tenths. Alex looking to open that gap up here just a little bit. Check in with our Marlboro themed McLaren. Trying to run down CJ Conklin there. Gonna swap our timing tower over to show everybody which classes and where everybody's sitting. So your Platinum division going first is Noah with the lead of the race as well. Then in third, you got Ricky Renner. Fourth is going to be Dave Telford's ninth. Sorry. Fifth is going to be Dave Telford. Ninth will be Phillips Adams. And Nick Terrell down in 19th. Gold division, Michael there up in second. Austin in fourth. Schwartz in sixth. It's like we're just slipping the... yeah. So first to Platinum. Platinum's running odds. Gold's running evens. Alex, the only one throwing a wrench in that particular work. We check in through here. Who else isn't running nice and close? Really, this little battle here between... it's going to be... okay, so the 7 car is not on the same lap.
We're starting to get some pit stops too. About 20, well, we're just under 21 to go, 21 minutes, so maybe this final round of pit stops.
Let's see. Perfect Jen. That's going to be, that's pit stop magic right there. Ricky stayed out an extra lap beyond Noah, and Noah stayed out an extra lap beyond Michael, so. But Michael back in second over Ricky. So, I bet if I scroll through here, I will see why here shortly. So, Michael again pitting a lap earlier than Noah, at least here. Guessing Noah's going to be coming in on 20 and 20. We're past that 40-minute mark, so these guys should easily be able to make it to the... well, I'll say easily. But it is possible at this point to make it to the end if they are, in fact, on this two-stop strategy. So we should not see a third unless somebody made a little whoopsie on the fuel calculator.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was a very quick pit stop for Michael, 1.9 seconds. Maybe that was some damage? Did we miss something?
Yeah, I didn't see anything. His car looked clean when he was coming in, but... oh.
equipment malfunction for...
Yeah, I don't know.
Nope, here we go. Showing he went off track here. What happened? And his off track. Oh, trying to get around the course and...
Really
Yeah,
did
definitely.
look like a ton of contact there. But
No, I'm not seeing any damage either.
yeah,
I wonder if it set off something in his wheelbase, possibly.
yeah.
Still have Tyler seeing if he can reel in Josh here. So that will promote Mr. Nick Terrell up to a 15th as Michael gets filtered down the order while he is in pit lane.
Now they're coming down pit road. Got
Randy
quite a
asking
few.
where's Carl. Carl does see us RL, and tonight. Now I gotta cheat and look and see where Carl is tonight.
I think they were at Nashville.
VVR.
Yeah, VVR
Yep,
at Nashville in the Xfinity cars.
Super
Yeah, I think
Speedway.
it was- Yeah,
I still say, if you're gonna run Nashville, run the fairgrounds.
the fairgrounds is great. That's a bumpy, rough track. That's fun.
Yeah, you just take the Gen 4s there.
Hey, don't threaten me. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, Nashville Super Speedway is more just of a cheese grater on the tires. Oh, concrete track. It's pretty fun.
In the it's a really fun time in the late models.
I don't think I've ever run. Whoa, you're talking about the fairgrounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Late model stocks are really good there. That's a great track.
Let's check in and see here. How is Josh going to come out in relation to... Looking like he... Who was on the back of Josh just a second ago?
That I don't know.
It wasn't Dan. But that is Philip Adams into third position now. Gonna sneak onto the inside there, too wide into the kink. Ferrari decides better of it and lets him go. But is gonna make the Ferrari a sitting duck for...
Looks like some troubles on pit road for Mike. Looks like he did not get any fuel on that second stop. Auto fuel was not checked. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that's rough, man. He was having qualified on the pole tonight, and then have something like that happen. That's tough. Ugh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one of our old broadcasters, Dylan, wasn't here to do the actual thing. It used to be his favorite thing, that and championship implications. Yeah, if they were at Nashville, I bet VVR did have a good showing here tonight.
Yeah, I popped over there and watched a little bit of them before we got set up. Looks like they were having a pretty darn good race. So.
Although Ricky's back in the lead.
Uh-oh. 15 minutes left to go.
Yeah, he ain't saving 15 minutes worth of fuel, I guarantee you that. Ricky's last name is not Hollywood Foster. Nor is it our other fuel guy here, who I cannot find currently on my list. Where did Mr. Nick Terrell disappear to? There he is.
Yep.
The Spaceballs Bimmer.
15.
He is bypassing pit lane. Nick running 204.4s. So he pitted off cycle of everyone else by a little bit, so definitely one to keep an eye on. But 33.6 seconds is the difference currently between Noah and Ricky. So that's about, you're going to be, let's see, plus 5 seconds. Guessing it's you lose probably 40 to 45 seconds in the pit lane then. That is Ricky Renner into the pits now, as Noah coming through Canada corner.
Yeah, Ricky just now hitting his pit box.
Yeah. Judging by the pit stop or pit lane times I'm seeing, everybody taking a full tank of fuel, minus maybe a gallon. Ricky out of his pit box. That gap after all this is going to be, let's see when it kind of stabilizes, around 6 seconds. So Ricky 13.97 in his box, 16.6 on Noah. So yeah, Ricky did make up a little bit of time in that pit phase there. About 3 seconds worth. So Nick's last stop was on lap 12. Double that gives you lap 24. So we should see Nick in either next lap or possibly the lap after. My guess says he's about 10 minutes shy on fuel. But he is bypassing it for this particular lap. Ready to go for at least one more. This little battle here between Justin and Nick. Nick's going to want to get around him in the most fuel efficient manner possible. You can see he's trying to get tucked right up on the back spoiler of that Ferrari there. As they come down into turn 5 here.
He's going to get a nose in there.
He's got the nose. Can't quite clear the rear end before corner exit, but gets the job done regardless. I think that's when you want to label textbook road pass. That's what you get there. Now Dave Tilford has another mark on his tail of Michael Schwartz. Looking at... Did I miss something?
Yeah, they got close. Almost some contact there, some late braking. I don't think they actually made contact. It was just, looks like it was very close.
Showing Mr. Charles Adams apparently having a little more trouble. And lost the back end. Almost saved it, but ran out of wall and then really didn't save it.
Yikes.
I'm trying to remember which who it was, but I do remember one of the old racing guys say, "I've never wrecked a car, I've just run out of room to save it." That is what he would mean by that. Alright. We have here Mr. Nick Terrell coming into the pits here on lap number 24.
We're right at the 10-minute mark, just a little under 10 minutes now, so.
Yeah. Well, one of my... No. Oh, it's right there. Yeah. Well, we got about 10 minutes left and everybody kind of trying to figure out what they're going to do next. I just wanted to remind y'all we appreciate the sponsorship here from Kim's Cups and More. They're your one-stop shop for all your apparel needs. Whatever your pleasure, Kim's Cups and More has it all. Check them out on Facebook today. That's Kim's Cups with a K and More. Now, what I was just seeing here is looks like, yep, Schwartz getting up onto the back of Dave Tilford there.
It's probably about the closest battle we got going.
Yeah, but look at this.
Uh-oh.
Did I miss something?
Oh, Noah had a really good lead. I wonder if he off track or he had some trouble with
2 minutes and 8 seconds last lap. I'm trying to check here.
Yeah, I'm skimming through here too because he had a really sizable lead there. Huh.
I'm not seeing an off track.
Yeah, I'm not either. I wonder.
Now here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna watch this in reverse at about 16 speed here real quick. Because unless somebody let Ricky put a bottle of nitrous in. I mean, there's that gap. That's a big gap.
Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm kind of skimming through myself, and I really don't see anything here. It was really far back. I'm back pretty far. I'm back to his pit stop where he came off the pit road on lap 22.
Maybe trying to save a little fuel or something?
That's a big gap to give up, though.
Yeah, I guarantee you didn't, because I can't imagine Noah wanting to give that gap up. Unless Noah's just bored and wanted to let Ricky catch up to play with him. You know, but... You know,
I don't know if we get to talk to him. Maybe we can ask him, but I'm not seeing nothing, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if inviting Ricky Renner to the party to come play is the smart move on winning a race.
Maybe Ricky had a blue shell, we just didn't see it. I don't know.
Blue shell, he's gonna need a couple of them mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure.
These guys knocking it out here, but you know, if anybody needs any candles, make sure you check out Backbone Candle Company. There's a small candle company made by a tough mom, strong family, and a new dream. Check them out on Instagram, whatnot, Facebook, and TikTok. Oh, that was a... Did you see how that Ferrari moved coming off that bump? Yeah, I don't have any off tracks or anything. Showing Zane Bierman going off track here going into turn 1. What happened to Zane? Brown pants moment. Kicked up a little bit of the clitty litter.
Yeah, kind of a weird last few minutes to the end of this thing. Like I said, I'm still baffled on what happened with Noah, but I guess, I don't know, if we get a chance to talk to him, we can ask him. But that was interesting.
Maybe he needed to save 6 seconds of fuel to make it to the end. If that car runs out of fuel going across the line, it still takes home the win. The fact that if he knew that and that's what it took to make it to that point would be absolutely insane. I mean, I know Noah's good, but
right,
yeah, that's car whisperer levels of knowing how much fuel you got left.
Yeah, Ricky's hanging in there though, for sure. He's not giving him much breathing room now that he's got that opportunity. So be awesome to see in the closing laps here if Ricky can close the gap and make a move.
Yeah, we're missing Dane tonight because he had a little bit of a plumbing issue at his house. Yeah, Ricky not pulling out the stops. He is using all of the racetrack. We will looking on the gearbox here from Noah. So it's gonna be tire temperature. It's not like we're at Sebring with 140-degree track temp.
Now the track's actually cooled down quite a bit. We're showing 77-degree track temp. I think we kicked this thing off at 82 degrees, so track's come down, you know, definitely enough to make a difference.
Let me go ahead and look at all the corners here. I see 0 damage out of that. Now I'm running open setup, so I want to say the back end and the rear tires of that Ferrari are not exactly unloading and braking like I would have expected. So. And that, oh, I'm going to be on the right camera at least. You can see Schwartz got around Dave Telford there. But Dave's still close enough to maybe come back and do a little something. Keep an eye on this battle up here. Oh, I just realized I hopped out. I hopped out of the room to check something.
Oh.
Well, my apologies.
I was gonna say, it got real quiet over here on my end. I was like, something happened.
Yep. So sorry about that there. But let's see here. Okay. Looking here, what do we got? We've got, yeah, just got this battle right here that's kind of just chilling out. What else do we have that's close on track? Currently, you've got Stephen Wilcox looking to catch up and maybe make a pass on Justin Welch here. Sounds like the McLaren able to come off the brakes a little better and make up some time there at the end of that straightaway on Justin. So as they launch down to the end, let's see. Is he going to be close enough to make a move down into turn number 5? We only got about 2 minutes left here, so if you want that space, you're going to have to make the move, Steven. Yep, that is the white flag there. So this will be the last lap. Let's see if Ricky has anything for Noah.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we're going to hop on board with Ricky here.
He's there. I don't know if you can count on Noah to really make a mistake here, but you know, anything is possible.
I think if you want to have Noah make a mistake that you can benefit from, you're gonna have to be playing peekaboo in that rear view a whole lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have that radar guided cruise control set to the Audi level of following. About 0.2. Oh, Ricky, nice save.
Right, oh man.
That's going to be his
nice
chance here, but you know, Ricky obviously trying to give it everything.
Yeah. Yeah, he just dipped the left side of those tires into the. Looks like he went right into the dirt, just a little bit over the curve, and just lost it. So unfortunate.
And then open that gap up to 1.36 or 3.3 seconds. So firmly putting Ricky out of any potential draft bonuses. Steven gonna take a look to the inside of turn 1. Not quite gonna have enough. Let's see here. Now he's going to have a shot down into Canada Corner. He gets nice and close. He's there. He's going to hold... Oh, sorry, that's not Canada. That is turn 5. This is one of those tracks you kind of have to set your move up 2 or 3 corners in advance to get the kind of run you need to make that pass on someone. Come around here through the long corner, getting the nose on the inside, coming out here. Is he going to have enough of a run with that inner line? Is he going to try to take it too wide through the kink? Not quite. As they come into Canada Corner, is he going to have anything left? Let's see. Gonna take the outside line this time, see if he can make it faster. Almost looks like he's trying for a cutback line, possibly. But Justin putting that Ferrari right where he needs to, making it very, very wide. Just even thinking about a move to the inside. The problem is, unless you get a much better exit here, it's a drag race to the finish line, and looks like it's going to be the Ferrari taking home that 12th place here. Showing the gap between them at the end was 0.07 of a second. And we have Noah doing some burnouts there. Let y'all watch that as go. Type these guys in here. Oh, Ricky. Winner chicken dinner in second. Austin Dilt's in third. And he'll be taking home the gold as well. And then looks like another one of these guys. There's going to be Josh Betts. Taking home your silver. And Eric Martin is going to be taking home the gold. Alright. Let's go back here a little bit. And let's pull in. Who do we got here? No one's in the waiting room. Well, we got Austin, so I'm looking for. Make sure I get the right one. Eric. Is Eric anywhere in here? Not seeing Eric yet, so let's bring on Austin in. Austin will be our third. Oh, there he is. There's Eric. So we can pull him in here if you want to take this one away.
Sure.
So sweaty.
Hey, Eric. This is Mike and John in the booth. You got a copy with us?
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, great race tonight. Great job. You take the bronze tonight in your division. So, talk a little bit about the race tonight, what you seen out there, and how'd everything play out for you.
Honestly, I was never the fastest around anyone. I just kept kind of running the same laps and just not doing anything wrong until like 5 or 6 to go. And someone was like, "Hey, you're leading bronze, by the way." I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I spun out the next turn.
Cursed you.
Yeah, and I was like, "That's info I didn't want to know," but thanks. So yeah, I just kind of, I don't know. I don't like Road America at all, honestly. If I'm gonna pick a road, it's Atlanta. I like that track a lot more. This one, I don't know. I never feel good here. I come into this round every time. I'm just like, survive. That's all we can do.
Yeah. Well, regardless, you had a solid run tonight, so I mean that's always, when you can go above your expectations, that's always a good thing. So we're just about at the end of this season here. We're gonna be heading to the looks like round number 10 will be at Spa. How you feeling about the next round here? Actually, the last round, I believe.
I have very highs and very lows at Spa. It's one of my favorite tracks though. Like I love it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I honestly I didn't after I spun out, CJ was running away. I don't know what happened with him. He kind of let me by on on I think the last lap down the start straight. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on there. I think maybe fuel. I don't know. I know some of us were getting really close to running on fumes, but when it comes to Spa, who knows? It's all always up in the air.
Well, you get it done tonight. You did. You had a great solid run tonight, so that's awesome. But before we let you get out of here, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Uh, I was joking about putting a cougar on the hood of my car because it's just me, but it's not. Like I hang out with the sim races guys. I'm always driving with them. I'm a one man team, but I'm not at the same time. So those guys for sure.
Gotcha. Well, awesome, man. Well, congratulations tonight, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to you next week.
That'd be pretty sweet.
All right, well, that was Eric Martin, our bronze winner. Going to pull Mr. Josh Betts in here. Josh, this is John and Mike in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, here you guys loud and clear.
So, obviously putting a little dent in the points there for tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying my hardest. I think 18 back, so I don't really know the points breakdown. So I made up I think there's one car between us two, so I think I made up a couple points, which is good going into the final round. So
it's double points next week, so you can be in the rig doing plenty of practice.
Oh yeah, I actually really enjoy Spa, so I play a bunch this week.
Yeah, well, get used to Blanchimont in the Porsche, and hopefully it's not too slidey on you there.
Yeah, let's hope not. I don't feel like I haven't really spun out that much this year yet, so knock on wood, but try to keep it together.
Looks like you kind of had an uneventful night from what I could tell. No major drama.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty clean race. I was really surprised. I mean, there was the little, brown pants moment in the beginning with Sports and James when they back. I was like, and we were all talking. I'm like, oh, and he just perfectly fit between. I was like, oh wow, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, when I saw
that,
James go backwards there, I was like, here goes the field.
Yeah, it was pretty. Besides that one little thing, it was pretty clean. I had a bunch of incidents, but it was just self-induced, like off tracks.
Yeah, I saw you run wide on the exit of the big right-hander there once or twice.
Oh yeah, but it happened a bunch. It was like, I think I drove probably 3/4 of the race though, just 9 incidents, just trying to stay on track, and it worked out to the very end. And I was like, very end. I was like, I saw Dan was catching me a little, and I was like, okay, I just gotta go. So I think I ended with like 16 points or 16 incidents. So trying to do damage control as best I could.
Well, that's not too bad, but yeah, hopefully we can catch you in the broadcast booth again next week. Anybody you want to give a shout out to on that Porsche?
Yeah, and thank the whole Sim Races team, and then congrats to, Eric Martin for winning. Shout out to you guys for putting this on every week, and so I can go back and lay in bed after this and go watch it. And then just shout out to my girlfriend for letting me do this and supporting me.
Well, again, congratulations, and hope we'll catch you next week.
Yep. See you guys.
I about moved myself out. That was Josh Betts, our silver winner. We're going to bring in our gold winner, Austin. This is John and Mike in the booth. You get a copy.
Copy. How are you guys?
Hey, so your 7-man interview, so that's good. Taking home gold and third place here tonight overall. Was this just one of those races? Keep your nose clean, stay out of trouble, and I don't remember seeing you getting into any trouble tonight.
No, super uneventful race, which was nice. I was coming out of the pits, though. I don't know if you guys caught it, and one of the back markers, we were coming out kind of side by side, and he almost put me right into the fence.
Oh, I think we missed that one.
Oh, crazy. That was the only exciting thing that happened during my race. Otherwise, I was just clicking off laps.
Yeah, when we were talking to Josh, he said a little bit of a brown pants moment with Molyneux going backwards at the start of the race there.
Yeah, I caught that in my rear view. I just thanked whatever gods there are that it wasn't me, because last week Romario sent me into the shadow realm.
I thought, I was like, when I saw him go backwards, I was like, here goes the field. This is gonna be
Yeah.
Ricky, Noah, and I thought Mike
Yeah.
all. I was like, this is gonna be a 3-person race, and everyone else is gonna be scrambling to try to get back to the pits.
Yeah. No, Mo, my teammate, was starting behind me, so I just told him in Discord, like, please, for the love of God, don't wreck me in the beginning. Like, just give me a chance. Ugh.
Yeah, so we're headed to Spa next week. With the McLaren, should be a fairly good car for Spa.
Yeah, I've done some races in the McLaren at Spa and done pretty well. I don't, usually it's one of those tracks that everyone's super fast at, so and I don't know about the point possibilities because I'm behind Michael right now, and I think I might have dug myself a little bit too deep to recover from that.
Well, someone didn't finish very well tonight.
Michael Schwartz finished right behind me.
Oh,
He's-
Schwartz. I thought you
I don't
meant
think I'll be
the
able to
other
catch
Michael.
him.
Yeah.
No, Schwartz he's winning gold by like 80 points or something.
Yeah, but you managed to slip Philip and David in between you. So
Maybe.
yeah, I don't think off the top of my head you're close to a mid-season promotion right before the final race. But
No.
finishing like that, it won't take too many to put you there.
Oh, come on. They were 25 seconds ahead of me. I wasn't racing them.
No, but you were
They were a
racing
different
David
class.
and Philip.
Yeah, that's true. They need to have an alien class and then a platinum class. Because like Noah, Ricky, and what happened to Michael? Because I randomly inherited third.
I think it was a equipment malfunction. We didn't see anything on track, but we saw him go to the pits, come back out, and then park it almost immediately. So
I believe it was
Bummer.
a auto fuel issue, if I recall from somebody in the chat. So
That's happened to me before. That is a
his car didn't fuel on the second stop.
yeah, he had to come back in for a second stop, and I think it put him behind there. So
Damn, that's garbage. I feel bad for him. That's a
Yeah.
tough one.
Yeah, one of those. Oh, I'm so sorry, but yay!
Well, I don't think he's in gold, is he? I think he's platinum.
He's gold.
He's gold at 4.5K or whatever he is.
Well, Michael, he's not run with us for a little bit. I think he just came back.
Well, that does make me happy then that I inherited third. It didn't matter as much before, but that matters now.
Well, yeah,
That's crazy. You can be in
third
gold with 4.5K racing Ricky and Noah.
Yeah,
That's
and yet I'm in gold and I have a 1.6K rating. So our rating doesn't tell the whole story.
It's a range.
Yeah.
Spectrum.
But again, congratulations on third. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go celebrate?
Yeah. I'll shout out my teammates, Dan and Mo. They're always out here with me, and it's fun racing with them. Shout out you guys. Put on a great broadcast. And shout out my dad. He's always out there watching.
Well, again, congratulations. Hopefully we can catch you on the podium for Spa.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
All right. That was Austin Diltz in third place. I'm going to pull Ricky Renner in here. Mike, take it away.
hey, Ricky, this is Mike and John in the booth. You got a copy with us?
Mike and John in the booth, I got a copy with you.
Well, hey, you had another great run tonight. What's that back-to-back podiums for you last week, and then you get another podium tonight. So you definitely running good. Take us a little bit through your race here at Road America and how'd everything kind of play out for you.
It was eventful, you know. Actually, we adapted pretty well. There's like no setups or anything, so I was like, you know what, let's just run this. I tried some of the old setups in practice and decided just to run the medium downforce set, which worked pretty well. But just decided to go once Noah got out front and Michael was keeping a pretty good pace. I was like, I'll just use this to my advantage. I'll go long on the first stint, save some fuel, try to get that gap back at the end. And some stuff was going on in Discord, and I just completely lost track of where I was. Got on the brakes too early, overslowed for the turn, got on the gas too soon, trying to make up for it. Spun her sideways, saved it, And yeah, that was pretty much the end of my race until I think a lug nut fell off of Noah's wheel and he stopped and put it back on and then got going right in front of me again. That was nice of him, but you know, it was eventful at the end there. It was fun.
Yeah, we were kind of watching that because I think Noah had a decent sized little gap on you towards the end, and then all of a sudden you were right on his back bumper. So we were kind of skimming through to see what happened. So we weren't sure what was going on, but little mistake here and there. I mean, stuff happens, but overall you still
Yeah.
had a great race, and everybody seemed like they did pretty good tonight. It was everybody kind of smoothed out after that figure eight madness on the very first lap. That was wild. I don't know how that wasn't a pile up, but everybody did a great job maneuvering through that. But we head to Spa next week for round 10. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Spa will be a good one. We'll see if we take the points penalty and change it up and drive something else again just for the fun of it. Missed too many races, so we're not really in the points for anything. So just been kind of fun. Maybe we'll find what the meta car is there and see if we can give Noah a run for his money and not screw it up next time.
Sure.
I can tell you
Well,
it's the
you like
Ferrari.
said, yeah.
Nah, nah, nah. I
The
think
Ferrari's
The
Ferrari's
I think
always
the
good at Spa.
Yeah, but I think the Porsche is absolutely insane at Spa right now. The top speed on it is pretty crazy, but also we raced there last Sunday night, like a week ago or something, and the McLarens were also really fast on the straights, and the McLaren was really fast on the straight tonight too, so maybe we just stick with it. I absolutely love driving that car, so not being in the points just made me say, you know what, let's just drive it for fun, and it's been fun.
Yeah.
Hey, it's one of
Well,
those things you got to have fun with it.
yep. Yep, absolutely. Well, you got yourself another podium tonight, so we'll be watching you next week, and hopefully we get to talk to you again. But before we let you go, you got any shout outs you want to give out to?
Shout outs to the whole simraces.com crew. The boys were all out there. We had another good night tonight. Uh, I let him down by not winning my class, and Schwartz also, he didn't win his, but I think 2-2-1. That was good. Martin ended up winning his class, but he's got an ugly car, so there's that. We won't give him too much of a hard time for it. But not on all you guys for doing the broadcast, the whole core crew for an awesome series, and everybody for keeping the turnout strong this season. It's been fun.
Yeah, well, appreciate all the shout outs and congratulations tonight. And hopefully we get to maybe talk to you next week.
Yeah, sounds good. See you then.
All right, that was Ricky Renner in second place. Going to bring Noah. This is John and Mike in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing all right, but again, did Ricky was saying you had to put some lug nuts back on the car and let him catch up.
Yeah, I heard him say something once we came out of the pit, something about like I don't know what he said. I'd just be guessing, but I was like, you know what? Like, there's a big gap behind him. We're just kind of cruising out here. Like, there's no tight points battle going on. Let's just go have some fun. So it probably looked like I was just toying with him, but I just wanted to see if he could take advantage of the draft and set up some cheeky dive bomb on me and make it an entertaining finish. But it's still fun though. Still fun.
Yeah, well, we saw Nick start from the pits. Thought he might be trying to pull some like crazy fuel strategy, but unfortunately, he had some bad luck attend to him, and Michael was giving you a run for your money there for a little bit until I guess he had some issues with fueling.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. Like lap one, he qualified pole obviously, so I was like, okay, like it's not life or death here if I get out to the lead because we'll just draft and save fuel or whatever. But then I got out front and I figured, okay, I'll try and run away if I can. First couple laps it didn't work out, but then I guess he had a slip up somewhere, turn 3 or turn 4 or something, and I just got out of the draft range. And after that, I was like, okay, let's set sail, let's get out of here, and then just kind of slowly built a gap from there. And he was still hanging on pretty good, so I think if he didn't pit so early on the original stop, he probably would have had a pretty good shot there towards the end if he didn't have whatever mishap happen to him. But yeah, still some good racing out there for sure.
So headed to Spa next week for the finale. Double points on offer. I don't think it'll matter for you in this case, but you gonna stick with the Ferrari again, or?
Oh, absolutely. There's no sense for me to chase cars around at this point. The Ferrari's been awesome for me since I've started using it, and I think it should be pretty good at Spa. I'm not like the know-it-all when it comes to meta cars at each track, but it seems like it'd be a good track for the Ferrari, so I
Yeah,
don't see any reason to have to change.
at least it's generally pretty stable through Blanchimont. Like, I know the Porsche can be fast, but on a changing fuel tank, the Porsche can also say bye bye and lose the rear end through
Porsche
there.
just does what the Porsche wants to do, so I think going into a finale, I don't think I'd switch to anything crazy like that and shoot myself in the foot.
Well, congratulations on yet another win tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go celebrate?
Yeah, shout out to FMR Motorsports as always. My boys out there, my girlfriend, my dad, my brother. You guys in the booth putting on awesome show every week. Core, even CSRL too. They've been putting on really good racing on Wednesday nights, and I've been fortunate enough to come in here on Thursday nights as well and fill up the weekdays a little bit. But it's a good kind of busy, so we'll just keep on enjoying it.
Well, again, congratulations and a little something before you leave.
Hail to the king, baby.
That's awesome.
All right, well, take it easy. Hopefully we can catch you again next week.
Yeah, right on for sure, guys. Have a good night.
All right. That was your winner, Noah. And, I mean, for my, other than the first little lap or two cold tire type incidents, start of the race, it was fairly clean and definitely saw some good racing tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, besides the little figure eight madness at the beginning, which we talked about a couple times, everybody kind of spread out, and we had some really good racing here at Road America. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Well, all right. Well, I agree with that. And from everybody here at Core, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, and we will catch y'all next week.
Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough, but on this track it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin, tighten the grip. Hold the line, defeats the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn, in every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires, feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the end, it sucks. Flares and engines die. The victors stand, the rest just cry. The truth is hard, the road is rough. If you can't keep up, well, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough, but on this track it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip, hold the line. Defeat's the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn. In every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires. Feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the end, it sucks. Clears and engines die. The victors stand, the rest just cry. The truth is hard, the road is rough. If you can't keep up, well, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough, but on this track it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear